extra inshallah يعني information for those who attend as well. طيب and I will let the Sheikh inshallah ta'ala start with the topic and I'll try to translate as much as I can. Bismillah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أما بعد، فإن الله سبحانه وتعالى قد أنعم علينا نعما كثيرا وتفضل علينا بفضائل عظيمة. ومن أفضل النعم التي أنعم الله سبحانه وتعالى على عباده هي نعمة الإسلام ونعمة الإيمان ونعمة الهداية. فقد خصنا الله سبحانه وتعالى بهذه النعمة من سائر خلقه كما قال سبحانه وتعالى: كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس. فنحن الأمة الإسلامية هي خير هذه الأمم، وقد أكرمنا الله سبحانه وتعالى بأن خصنا بالإسلام من سائر المخلوقات ومن سائر الأمم، فهذه تحتاج إلى شكر وإلى نعمة. ومن النعم هذا أقوى. هذا الشيء هذا أقوى. نعم. جيد. أيوة. طيب. تفضل شيخ. والنعم التي أنعم الله سبحانه وتعالى على عباده كثيرة، كما يقول سبحانه وتعالى: وإن تعدوا نعمة الله لا تحصوها. ومن النعم التي أنعم الله سبحانه وتعالى على العباد هي نعمة الأزواج ونعمة الذرية، كما يقول سبحانه وتعالى: الله جعل لكم من أنفسكم أزواجا وجعل لكم من أزواجكم بنين وحفدة ورزقكم من الطيبات. ومن فضله سبحانه وتعالى أن يلحق الأبناء بالآباء في الجنة إذا اتبعوا طريق الآباء، طريق الهداية، طريق الصلاح، طريق الإيمان. إذا اتبعوهم كانوا معهم في الجنة في منزلة الآباء، كما يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى: والذين آمنوا واتبعتهم ذريتهم بإيمان ألحقنا بهم ذريتهم وما ألتناهم من عملهم من شيء كل امرئ بما كسب رهين. يقول الحافظ ابن كثير رحمه الله: يخبر تعالى سبحانه وتعالى عن فضله وكرمه وامتنانه ولطفه بخلقه وإحسانه على خلقه أن المؤمنين إذا اتبعتهم ذريتهم بالإيمان فإن الله سبحانه وتعالى يلحق الأبناء بالآباء في الجنة، وإن لم يبلغوا عملهم لتقر أعين الآباء بالأبناء عندهم في منازلهم في الجنة، فيجمع بينهم سبحانه وتعالى على أحسن الوجوه، وأن يرفع الناقص من العمل بالكامل من العمل.
Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalam ala Rasulillah. And the Sheikh started, and I think the voice is clear as well, isn't it? The Sheikh started about today and the bounties of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, the ni'am of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, the favors of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala are so many. And it's around us, it's in us as well. And no one can count Allah's favors upon him and upon others as well. And the greatest bounty and great favor that Allah Azza wa Jal has blessed us with today is the Islam. It's being a Muslim, it's following Islam, it's the Iman, it's having a faith on Allah Azza wa Jal. And it's Allah Azza wa Jal as well blessed us with the guidance. Whoever Allah guide, no one can misguide, and whoever Allah misguide, no one can guide. So all these are the most favors and bounties Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has blessed us and than other nations. That's what Allah Azza wa Jalla said in the Quran, كنتم خير أمة أخرجت في الناس. Al-Khairiyya. Ulama, they say Al-Khairiyya, the great bounty among the nation of Islam, it's they do Amr bil Ma'ruf and Nahi an Munkar. We advise people to encourage them to do a good deeds and we keep them away from committing evil and bad deeds. And Allah says as well in the Quran, وَإِن تُعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا. If you try to count Allah's bounties and Allah's favors upon us, we wouldn't be able to count it because it's beyond imagination. And the second thing that the Sheikh was talking about was the ni'mah and the bounty of and good wife and having a good dhurriya, which means having a good family, good children from these good wives. And Allah Azza wa Jalla said in the Quran, وَاللَّهُ جَعَلَ لَكُم مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا. Allah has created from us females that we can get married to. And among these things as well, أن يلحق الأبناء بالآباء, that the children, they will follow the footsteps of their forefathers. When the fathers are pious and righteous, then the children, they will follow the footsteps of their fathers and they will act upon the way that their own fathers they've been acting like. And the Hafiz ibn Kathir rahmatullah alayhi said, when the believers they die, Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, out of honor and out of respect and out of value for them, he will he will connect their children with them in the Jannah. Out of blessing from Allah Azza wa Jalla upon them, their children, they will follow them all the way to Jannah. نعم.
وقد استخلفنا الله سبحانه وتعالى في الأبناء فناظر ماذا نعمل وكيف نؤدي شكر هذه النعمة إلى الله سبحانه وتعالى. وقد أمرنا الله بتربية أبنائنا على الإيمان وعلى الصلاح وتجنبهم النار وحرها وسمومها كما يقول سبحانه وتعالى يا أيها الذين آمنوا قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا وقودها الناس والحجارة عليها ملائكة غلاظ شداد لا يعصون الله ما أمرهم ويفعلون ما يأمرون. وقال الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم في الحديث الذي رواه مسلم إذا مات الإنسان انقطع عنه عمله إلا من ثلاث إلا من صدقة جارية أو علم ينتفع به أو ولد صالح يدعو له.
The Shaykh he said as well that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala will test us and will put us through a great trial to see whether we are fulfilling our duties towards our families, towards our wives and children, to raise them up in a good manner, to teach them, to guide them, to put them in the right path, and to thank Allah Azza wa Jalla after all that for that favor. And to avoid ourselves and them as well from the punishment of hell fire. That's what Allah Azza wa Jalla said in the Quran, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا قُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ وَأَهْلِيكُمْ نَارًا وَقُودُهَا النَّاسُ وَالْحِجَارَةُ. Allah said in the Quran, O who you believe, try to protect yourselves and your families from the punishment of the hellfire. And the fuel of Jahannam, as we know, it's us, it's the human, and the wood and the stone. وَقُودُهَا النَّاسُ وَالْحِجَارَةُ. That's the fuel, al-wuqud of Jahannam. So for us to be protected from that, we have to protect ourselves and our children from going through that punishment by teaching them, by raising them up in a good manner, by guiding them, by supporting them, by showing them a good example. All these, the things that will affect on them and they will be on the right path. And he said as well, that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, when the son of Adam will die, everything else that he was doing in this life will stop. And only three things that will follow him to his grave. And among these three things that will follow him in his grave, among them a pious and righteous son that he will leave behind, who will pray for him, who will give charity on his behalf, who will do good deeds for his father, so he will follow him to his grave. And among these three things as well, and if he left a knowledge, if he wrote a book, if he left something behind him where people they get benefit after his death, the reward will follow him to his grave. And among this as well, if he left a charity, if he built like some sort of building for orphans or any good charity work, and he will continue and the reward after his death, and it will follow him to his grave. Only these three things will follow the son of Adam to his grave, nothing else apart of these three things. Now,
والولد الصالح أول ما يفتقر إليه، يفتقر إلى دعوة صالحة من والديه تهديه إلى الله سبحانه وتعالى. يحتاج إلى صالح الدعوات، إلى فاطر السماوات والأرض، تصلح هذه الدعوات الأبناء والبنات، كما قال سبحانه وتعالى عن عبده الخليل عليه السلام: رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعاء. وكما قال سبحانه وتعالى عن نبيه زكريا عليه السلام: رب هب لي من لدنك ذرية طيبة إنك سميع الدعاء. كما قال الأخيار وصفوة عباد الله سبحانه وتعالى الأبرار، قالوا في قوله سبحانه وتعالى: ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما.
the Sheikh as well, he added that among the good things between the son and the father, and the son needs it much, it's supplication. Even if the son is a pious, even if the son is good, even if the son is practicing, he still needs the dua from his parents. So the dua, when it comes from the parents, it will correct the children in a way that Allah Ta'ala will accept the dua from the parents to correct the children and to guide the children and to aid the children, to support the children. So every son is requested to have the blessing of his own parents. No matter how pious and good and how still you need this dua from your parents. Never put yourself above them. Never say, oh, I'm practicing. They don't. No. Still you need to go back to them. And the same thing that Allah mentioned in the Quran about Ibrahim alayhi salam for the dua, and Zakaria alayhi salam, and the righteous and the pious people after all that who said in the Quran, رَبَّنَا هَبْ لَنَا مِنْ أَزْوَاجِنَا وَذُرِّيَّاتِنَا قُرَّةَ أَعْيُنٍ. They always ask Allah Ta'ala to bless them with what? With a righteous and a pious family, children. Dua is very important. Dua is a very strong weapon that people underestimate these days, especially between father and his son, especially between a mother and a daughter. So we all need this dua. And we always have to seek this dua from our parents. It's very important. Now,
فسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى للأبناء والبنات بالصلاح، سلوا لهم الخير والسداد والفلاح. فصلاح الأبناء والبنات يكون أول ما يكون منك أيها الوالد، ومنك أيتها الوالدة. يقوم على قدوة صالحة من الآباء والأمهات. إن رآك ابنك تخاف الله فإنه يخشى الله، وإن رآك تخشى الله وتعظمه وتهابه فإنه يكون من الصالحين. إن رآك من المصلين ومن الصالحين سلك مسالك الصالحين ومسالك الأخيار والصالحين. قم بتوجيههم وعظهم، كما يقول سبحانه وتعالى: وإذ قال لقمان لابنه وهو يعظه يا بني لا تشرك بالله إن الشرك لظلم عظيم. ومرهم بالصلاة فإنها تصلح جميع شؤونهم وجميع أحوالهم، كما يقول سبحانه وتعالى: يا بني أقم الصلاة وأمر بالمعروف وانهى عن المنكر واصبر على ما أصابك إن ذلك من عزم الأمور ولا تصعر خدك للناس ولا تمشي في الأرض مرحا إن ذلك إن الله لا يحب كل مختال فخور. يقول ابن عمر لرجل: أدب ابنك فإنك مسؤول عن ولدك، ماذا أدبته وماذا علمته، وإنه لمسؤول عن برك وطاعته لك.
نعم. The Sheikh, Jazakallah khair, he said, what we need as well to show our children, first of all, to seek and to ask Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala a full guidance for them and full succeed for them in a religion way and in a dunya way. And the second thing, we need to be a good example, qudwatul hasana. Not only words with action. Sometimes even it's much preferred if your action speaks louder than your words. You can't tell your son to stop doing something or you guide him for something when you yourself you don't have it. You can encourage him to pray salah when you yourself you don't pray. He doesn't see you praying. You can't tell him go and read Quran and memorize the Quran when you yourself you have no connection with the Quran. You can't tell him stop lying or try to act like a good one when you yourself you see you day and night lying. I know a man who had a son and he said, brother, wallah, I stopped lying because one incident I had with my son. Someone called me one day and I told him, and my son can see me, I'm sitting in the sitting room, and I told him, tell him I'm not around. And the boy refused to lie. So he said, it affected me. I'm the father, I should have been in a position that to tell him the opposite, but I was encouraging him to lie. So we have to be a good example. Sometimes an action can lead to a guidance of thousands, and sometimes 100,000 words cannot even guide one person. So what we need to show our children, like the Sheikh said, is a good example. You do the things first, then he will follow you. He will take your footsteps. If he sees you among those who fear Allah Ta'ala and they cry and their tears coming out day and night, he will be like you. If he sees you among those who encourage others for good manner and good character, he will be like you. If he sees you performing salah day and night, 5 times in the Masjid Jama'ah, he will follow your footsteps. So, however you are, inshallah ta'ala, your son, he will be a copy of you. As long as you are working on him through that gate, by being a good example to him. And Allah Azza wa Jalla mentioned in the Quran the story between Luqman alayhi salam and his son. And among the things that was encouraging his son was to perform salah and to act on the right path and to do good deeds and to stop committing bad and evil acts. Ya bunayya aqimus salah wa amr bil ma'ruf wa nahy 'anil munkar. You know, this is one of the advice that Luqman was giving to his son. And Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu, he came to a man and he said, أدب ابنك, correct your son, give him some good adab. Why? Because he said if you do that now in the future when you are 70, 75, 80, whatever you gave him and the way that you corrected him, he will give you back. He will give you back. But if you don't correct him and if you leave him misguided like this, then in the future when he grow up, he will give you the same thing that you gave him. نعم.
يقول الإمام ابن القيم رحمه الله: وصية الله للآباء سبقت وصية الأبناء للآباء، فكما يقول سبحانه وتعالى: ووصينا الإنسان بوالديه إحسانا، يقول سبحانه وتعالى: قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا وقودها الناس والحجارة. وقال سبحانه وتعالى: ولا تقتلوا أولادكم خشية إملاق نحن نرزقهم وإياكم إن قتلهم كان خطأ كبيرا. فمن أهمل تعليم ولده وما ينفعه وتركه سدى فقد أساء غاية الإساءة لهذا الابن. وأكثر الأولاد إنما يأتي فسادهم من قبل الآباء وإهمال الآباء للأبناء وتركهم تعليم فرائض الإسلام وسنن الإسلام، فأضاعوهم صغارا فلم ينتفعوا بأنفسهم ولن ينفعوا آباءهم كبارا.
The Sheikh is saying as well that Ibn Taymiyyah, Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah, rahmatullah alayhi, he said, Allah Azza wa Jal has encouraged the fathers to look after their own children before he encouraged the children to look after their own fathers. And among the things that he encouraged the fathers to look after the children is by educating them Islamically. You see parents who are educating their children uh, in whatever other field other than Islam, and they spend a lot of money on that. But Islamically, you don't see them. He might be worried if his son will fail in one subject in the university, but he never care whether his son pay five salah time a day. You will see him; he will be very upset if the son won't go to the university for no reason, but he will never get angry if he doesn't see his child going to the masjid to pray. Subhanallah, this is a big responsibility. And what we meant here by teaching them is Islamically, tarbiyah. Tarbiyah has to be through the religion, because every succeed and every good thing is within this deen. It's not out of the deen, it's in the deen itself. So it's a duty upon the fathers to pass this to their children and teach them about Fara'id al-Islam, the rulings of Islam, the ahkam, the sunan, the wajibat, the nawafil, to educate them Islamically. Don't make him like a blind person, banging his head on the wall. He doesn't know where to start from. He doesn't know what to do. It's your duty. You have to pass it over to him. So this is one of the things that Ibn Qayyim, rahmatullah alayhi, he said, and he encouraged the parents to do it towards their children. Now,
والإسلام يحمل مسؤولية انحراف الأبناء على الأبوين، كما قال الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم: ما من مولود إلا يولد على الفطرة، فأبواه يهودانه أو ينصرانه أو يمجسانه. كما تنتج البهيمة بهيمة جمعاء، هل تحسون فيها من جدعاء؟ وكما يقول سبحانه وتعالى: فطرة الله التي فطر الناس عليها لا تبديل لخلق الله، ذلك الدين القيم. كما أنه يحاسب الوالدين على التقصير في حق تربية أبنائهم، كما يقول الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم: إن الله سائل كل راع عما استرعاه أحفظ أم ضيع، حتى يسأل الرجل عن أهل بيته.
now, Sheikh, may Allah reward him, said as well, among the things that Islam came to clarify to us, that the responsibility of the house and the family is on the shoulder of who? Of the father. And if there is any sort of the son or the daughter that they've been misguided, or they're involved in dunya, or they're not practicing, or any kind of these things, and they follow their own desire, then who should be taking the responsibility? Them? No, the father and the mother, the parents. They will take the responsibility of that, because Prophet ﷺ said, كل مولود يولد على الفطرة. Every baby born is born with the good nature of Islam. It's the parents that will either make him Muslim, or they make him Christian, or they make him Jew. So it's your duty from Allah Azza wa Jal to correct him and to make him a correct Muslim. And in the day of Qiyamah as well, Allah Ta'ala will ask every Ra'i means every person who are in a position of responsibility, and among them the husband and the father in his house. He is the one with the responsibility. Allah Ta'ala in the day of Qiyamah, he will ask him about that responsibility, whether he done it correctly, or whether he just didn't bother and didn't care about it, like many parents, astaghfirullah, today they do. They don't put any responsibility in their shoulder when it comes to their family, but you see them out there, they do too much to others when their own home in need of some of that, but they are not given to them. So Allah will ask them the Qiyamah, because this is amana. This is something in your neck that you will have to do it to your best level. Now,
والإسلام قد جعل صفات للآباء وللمربي الصالح، وذكر صفات في الكتاب وفي السنة، سنة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. وهذه الصفات الجليلة ينبغي أن يتحلى بها كل والد وكل والدة، وأن يكون التعامل بهذه الصفات الجليلة مع الأبناء وفي تربيتهم. ومن هذه الصفات أن يكون الإنسان حليم، فلا يغضب، ويكون حليما مع زوجته، ويكون حليما مع أبنائه. النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ذكر 3 مرات للصحابي فقال: لا تغضب، لا تغضب، لا تغضب. فيكون الإنسان حليم. وأيضا الأناة وعدم التسرع في الأحكام، فيحكم على الزوجة أو يحكم على الأبناء، بل لا بد أنه يتريث ويكون يتعقل الأمور حتى لا يندم على قرار يتخذه مع زوجته أو مع أبنائه. وكذلك الرفق، كما يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: ما كان الرفق في شيء إلا زانه. فالإنسان يكون رفيقا مع زوجته، ويكون رحيما مع زوجته ومع أبنائه. وكذلك اللين، يكون لين الجانب وهين مع أهله ومع زوجته ومع أبنائه، وكذلك يكون رحيما. والنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كان يعني قد قبل الحسن والحسين، فكان الأقرع بن قيس كان جالسا فقال: والله يا رسول الله، إن لي 10 من الأبناء ما قبلت واحدا منهم. فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: من لا يرحم لا يرحم.
The Sheikh as well, he mentioned that there is Islam gave the fathers and the mothers and every person who are in a position of responsibility today, Islam asked them to have some sort of qualities and some sort of uh, signs that people will recognize that they are fulfilling their duty. And among these signs and qualities that Islam requested us to have as a parents, as a teachers, as a, whoever you can come across, the first one, to be calm. Halim, to be calm. You don't get angry quickly. And you don't get angry quickly with anyone, with your wife, with your children, with your neighbors, because to be calm is one of the good signs that will prove that you are a Muslim. You follow Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because a man came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and he said, "Give me advice, O Prophet of Allah." Then the Prophet said, "La taghdab, la taghdab, la taghdab." 3 times he repeated, "Do not be angry, do not be angry, do not be angry." And when the person is angry, he's like a blind, as you know. He doesn't know what he's doing, he doesn't know what he says. Sometimes it might lead to a divorce of the woman, sometimes it might lead to hitting your child. The outcome of anger is very bad. So we have to be careful with that, inshallah ta'ala. And the second thing he said, the Shaykh, that you don't rush, يعني عدم التسرع في الحكم. You don't rush to quick judgments. Anything that happens, you don't rush. Yes, then you realize after that the answer was not yes, it was no. Then it's too late. You don't rush and you say no. When the answer is yes, then it will be too late for you to take your judgment back. So we have to be as well calm and relaxed when it comes to judgment. We have to think twice. We have to see which one is more beneficial, which one is more good, which one is more. You have to do all that because you are in a position of responsibility, especially when it comes treating your wife and your children. And to the level that I know some children now, they don't go back to their parents when it comes to judgments. They come and seek advice from me and many other imams. I tell them, why? You have a good father. He said, Sheikh, he's a very quick in judgment. Whenever we ask and seek advice from him, he's quick. He just tells us left, left, right, right. And that's why we don't go back to him. So it will lead to a disrespecting from your children. Your children won't respect your opinion anymore. And that's very bad. And that will affect your relation with him. So you have to be calm when it comes to a judgment. and seek advice even from those who have knowledge, and they will help you to make the right judgment for whatever that is between you and your child and your wife and your family. The third thing that Sheikh said, to be soft, rifq, to be soft. The Prophet was the most soft person. He wasn't hard. Otherwise, Allah would have not said in the Quran, وَلَوْ كُنْتَ فَضًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ لَانفَضُّوا مِنْ حَوْلِكَ. Allah said, if you would have been a hard person, Muhammad, if you would have had a hard, they all would have left you and no one would have stand next to you. But he was mercy to all mankind. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. So you must have that character, because we claim that we follow Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then you have to prove that you follow Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he said as well, ما وضع الرفق في شيء إلا زانه. When you put this kind of softness in anything, wallahi, it will make it work. It will make it work. But when you put something hard in anything, the outcome is straight, is negative. It won't be as much positive as when you are nice and soft and calm. The other thing that the Sheikh said as well, a lean, yani not to be hard with your family when you're with your wife, with the children. Try to be nice, try to be gentle, try to be some sort of, show them some caring, and that's what we need as well, especially when it comes to you as a parent, as a father, and you're in a position of responsibility. You should have this character as well. And the fifth and the final thing he said, Sheikh, as well, mercy. You have to show the mercy. And I remember a young lad who scared even calling his father name in front of him. Wallahi, if you imagine his father name in front of you, he will run 3 miles from you. Why? Why all this fear? Because the father did not show him no mercy. Is that the way that we meant to treat our children? No, wallahi. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, one day he was sitting down and he was playing with the Hassan and Hussein and he was kissing them. And a man came to him and his name is Al-Aqra ibn Habis, and he got surprised when he saw the image of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam playing with his grandchildren, Al-Hassan and Hussein, and he's kissing them. When he saw the mercy, when he saw the softness of the Prophet, when he saw the love and the care that every parent they should have, and they should pass it to the children. Let's not do this, black and white, or don't do this, or no, that's not the way. That's not the way. This is your own flesh and blood. You don't have to be a friend, more like too close to him. Yeah. So the Al-Aqra ibn Hadith, he got surprised and he said, "Oh, Prophet of Allah, I have 10 children and I did not kiss even one of them the way you are kissing Al-Hassan or Hussein." Then he said, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told him, and he replied back to him, "What shall I do if Allah Azza wa Jal has taken mercy out of your heart?" So brothers, man la yarham, la yarham. Whoever have no mercy upon his own Muslim followers or his family or his children, Allah will never have mercy upon him. وَالرَّحِمُونَ يَرْحَمُهُمُ اللَّهُ. And those who have mercy for each other, Allah will have mercy upon them. So this is 5 good characters that every parent and everyone who's in a position of leadership, anyone in a position of guiding others, he should have these characters. Then if we act upon these characters, it will lead to a positive outcome, inshallah ta'ala.
ومن الصفات الجليلة التي يتحلى بها الآباء الصالحين والمربين الصالحين هي القدوة الحسنة، وعدم مخالفة الفعل للقول، كما يقول سبحانه وتعالى في حق نبيه صلى الله عليه وسلم: لقد كان لكم في رسول الله أسوة حسنة لمن كان يرجو الله واليوم الآخر. وقال سبحانه وتعالى: يا أيها الذين آمنوا لم تقولون ما لا تفعلون كبر مقتا عند الله أن تقولوا ما لا تفعلون. وقد حث النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم على تربية البنات خاصة، فقال: ما من مسلم يكون له ابنتان فيحسن إليهما ما صحبتاه أو ما صحبهما إلا أدخلتاه الجنة. وكان عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله عنه إذا نهى الناس عن شيء أمر فدعا أهله وجمعهم فقال: إني نهيت الناس عن كذا وكذا، وإنما ينظر الناس إليكم نظر الطير إلى اللحم، فإن وقعتم وقع الناس، وإن كففتم وهبتم هاب الناس، وإنه والله لا يقع أحد منكم في شيء نهيت الناس عنه إلا أضاعف له العقوبة.
Now, among the characters as well that we have to act upon as a parents, especially uh, like the Sheikh said before, and he's going to more details now, al-qudwatul hasana, being a good example. Being a good example in a way that what the Sheikh meant here, your words have to be according to your action. You don't tell them anything, you don't stop them from anything unless you yourself you are doing that. You can go to the market when your basket is empty and you call people to come and buy from you. You can give your children something that you yourself you know acted upon it. You can't tell them pray when you don't pray. You can't tell him wake up Fajr when he sees you sleeping to go home and don't wake up. You can't tell him read the Quran when you yourself you don't open the Quran and the Quran on the shelf for a whole year. You just open the Quran from Ramadan to Ramadan. You can encourage him to do something. When he sees you, you yourself you don't do it. He might tell you, yes, Father, yeah, but in deep inside, he's not agreeing with you because he say, how come he advise me for something? You don't tell him to stop smoking when you smoke in front of him. Oh, son, this cigarette is bad. Don't smoke it, but you hold it with your two fingers and you smoke in front of him. You have to be qudwa. You have to be the example. He has to remember you for the rest of his days as example. My father was pious man. My father was righteous man. My father never told me anything unless him himself he was doing it. My father used to wake me up for Fajr because he going to pray. He wake up his son to go with him. He sit down with him. He says, "Son, open the Quran." They both read. So you have to share with him. Your words have to be equal to your action. Like Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is our great example, and we follow him in every aspect of our life. In everything, we follow Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. When it comes to dealing, when it comes to manners, when it comes to character, when it comes to worship and ibadat. Who's our example in all that? It's Muhammad. It's Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Because Allah Azza wa Jalla said in the Quran, لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ إِسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. The greatest example ever been shown to the believers was who? Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And there's no point of you claiming that you love someone, and when you claim it's false, you don't prove to that person that you love him. What if I claim I love this brother and I don't show him that I love him? Only by words? No. You have to be by action. You have to be by action. Our action should speak louder than our words. And Allah Azza wa Jalla said in the Quran as well, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا لِمَ تَقُولُونَ مَا لَا تَفْعَلُونَ. Oh, who you believe? Why you say things that when you know you won't fulfill it, you won't do it. So we have to be careful, brothers. And Ibn Umar, radiallahu anhu, he never asked or guided others to stop or do something unless he used to start it with his own family first. So try to be 100% sure that your own family comes first when it comes to advice and when it comes to correction before you advise others. And that's very an important thing that the Sheikh was trying to explain to us. Because when you give something that you already practice in wallahi, it will affect others. But when you say things out of your tongue only, it won't reach more than the ears of the people. It won't affect them, it won't work on them, you will miss your target. But when you practice that thing, you yourself, and you start with it in your family, in your four corners of your house, then wallahi, from that intention and that sincerity, it will reach other people. It will affect other people, and the outcome will be positive. So never give anything when you don't have it. And never say something when you sure you cannot do it. No.
وكما للوالدين على الأبناء حقوق، فإن للأبناء على الوالدين من الأب ومن الأم حقوق شرعية. ومن هذه الحقوق، وأول هذه الحقوق هي اختيار الزوجة الصالحة. وكما يكون اختيار الرجل للزوجة الصالحة، كذلك يكون للمرأة اختيار الرجل الصالح لذريتها، لأنها مظنة الولد الصالح. السعي للزواج ذات الدين لتكونوا أما مربية وتقية طاهرة عفيفة تعين أبناؤها على التربية الصالحة. فكما قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: من جاءكم من ترضون دينه وخلقه فزوجوه. أيضا النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال بالنسبة للمرأة، قال في الحديث الذي رواه البخاري ومسلم: تنكح المرأة لأربع: لمالها ولحسبها ولجمالها ولدينها، فاظفر بذات الدين تربت يداك. كما أن الإسلام رقب بالزواج من المرأة الودود الولود، فقال عليه الصلاة والسلام في الحديث الذي رواه أبو داود: تزوجوا الودود الولود فإني مكاثر بكم الأمم.
No. And the Shaykh, may Allah reward him, he said, the sons and the daughters, they have rights upon their parents for them to fulfill it and do it. And among these rights, parents should find the right and the correct woman for the son before he get married. A very pious and righteous and good practicing, good natured woman for his son before he gets him married. That's one of the rights the son have upon his father, to do it for him. Not to go and get married to anyone, not to go and pick up any woman from the street and get, no, because he will pay the price. The boy will pay the price. And why? Because that woman will be a good wife for your son, and she will be a good school for your children. She will be a good school for the children. Imam Shafi'i said, Al-Ummu Madrasa. Imam Shafi'i said, the mother is like a school. So try to choose a good school for your children. And because the Prophet ﷺ said in the authentic hadith that was narrated in Bukhari and Muslim, that تنكح المرأة لأربعة. Women get married for 4 reasons: لجمالها ولحسبها ولمالها ولدينها. فاظفر بذات الدين تربت يداك. For her beauty and image, for her age line and hasab and nasab and what background she's coming from and what family tree she's from, and for her wealth and for her deen. So the Prophet ﷺ said, try to have the last one, which is the deen, and you are the winner. Otherwise, the first 3 ones, they don't make any difference. And the same thing, if you have a daughter, you have to seek and look and get a pious and righteous man for her to marry. You can go and get someone from the family or someone from here and there. And why? Because she will pay the price. She will be the one who will be affected from that marriage. She is the one who will suffer day and night from the bad behaving and the bad manner of that husband. But when you get a very righteous man who fear Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, and you only choose him of his deen, nothing else. According to the hadith, when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, إِذَا أَتَاكُمْ مَنْ تَرْضَوْنَ دِينَهُ وَخُلُقَهُ فَزَوِّجُوهُ. Whoever come and ask the hand of his daughter, and he have a good deen, and he fear Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, give your daughter to him. Give your daughter to him. Because if you don't do that, wallahi, it's a responsibility on your neck in the day of Qiyamah that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala will ask you. And the other thing that the Sheikh said, we have to get married or get our children get married from al-wadud. Women are different type. And the best type of the women is the one who are wadud. She's always calm, she always soft, she always nice, she's always smiling. Wadud, wadud. When you look at her, you feel calm yourself. And this type of woman, when you marry them, she's like a tree. She will give you a good fruit. She will give you a lot of children. She will give you a lot of good children, good behaving. They will take from her. And according to the hadith that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said in the day of Qiyamah, when the other nations, since Allah created Adam till the last day, till the Qiyamah, when other nations they will gather, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I want to be proud of you. I want to feel that my ummah, they are multiplying. But by what? By getting married from al-wadud al-walud, because he said تزوج al-wadud al-walud فإني مباهي بكم الأم يوم القيامة. So try to choose a woman who have this kind of characters because this is your son right upon you. This is his haqq upon you as a father. You don't go and get him married to someone that, a'udhu billah, tomorrow she will give him bad child or bad daughter. No, wallahi. So this is their haqq. This is something wajib upon the father to fulfill it towards his children out of fear from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. نعم.
فإذا كان بينهم الولد فإنه أول ما يفعل الوالد أنه يؤذن في أذن الولد، يؤذن في الأذن اليمنى ثم يقيم في الأذن اليسرى، فيكون أول ما يكون يدخل في روح هذا الطفل وفي أذن هذا الطفل، أول ما يدخل هو ذكر الله سبحانه وتعالى. فإذا ملئ قلب هذا الطفل ذكر الله سبحانه وتعالى فإنه بإذن الله سبحانه وتعالى لا يضره شيطان ما دامت السماوات والأرض. وكذلك يسميه أحسن الأسماء، كما قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: أحسن الأسماء ما حمد وعبد. وهناك قصة طريفة، عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله عنه لما كان خليفة للمؤمنين جاء رجل يشتكي على ابنه أنه عاق لأبيه وليس بار بأبيه، فنادى عمر الابن والأب، فأنب عمر بن الخطاب أنب الولد على عقوقه لأبيه، فقال الولد لعمر بن الخطاب: يا أمير المؤمنين، أليس للابن على أبيه حق؟ قال: نعم. قال: ما حق الابن على أبيه؟ قال: أن يختار له أما طيبة وصالحة، ويختار له الأفضل الأسماء، وأن يعلمه الكتابة يعني القراءة. فقال الولد: والله يا أمير المؤمنين، إنه قد اختار لي أما لمجوسي وسماني جعلا يعني حشرة، ولم يعلمني الكتابة والقراءة. فنظر عمر إلى الرجل فقال: جئت تشتكي ابنك عقوقه وأنت عاق لابنك؟ جئت تشتكي إساءة ابنك وأنت مسيء لابنك؟
Now, the Shaykh, may Allah Azza wa Jal reward him and increase his knowledge, he said, after that, the first thing that the parents, they should do when they have a baby, the first thing when the baby is born, according to the Sunnah, is to perform adhan on his right ear. To perform adhan on his right ear and to perform iqama on his left ear. Because the first thing that will enter to the body of that baby born is the remembrance of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, is the dhikr of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. If that happens, then inshallah ta'ala, shaitan won't be able to harm him. Shaitan won't be able to harm him. And after that, when the parents, they do that, they have to choose for their children a good names. And according to the Sunnah, and خير الأسماء أو أفضل الأسماء ما حمد وما عبد. حمد means Muhammad, Ahmad, and عبد means Abdullah, Abdul Rahman. So you have to choose a good names according to the Sunnah to your children. And there was a story that happened in the time of Amir al-Mu'mineen Umar ibn Khattab radiyallahu anhu. In his Khilafah time, there was a story that happened that a father came with his son and he was complaining about his son in front of Umar. Then Umar radiyallahu anhu, he went and he started talking to the boy by telling him why you disrespect your father and this and that. Then the son said, Amir al-Mu'mineen Umar, you tell me, what is the right of me as a son towards my father? What he should be done to me? What is it? You ask him. Or you tell me, Umar, what is it my right? I'm his son, but tell me what is my right? Then the Umar said, your father should have chose for you a good mother, a pious mother, and the second thing, he should have given you a good name, and the third thing, he should have taught you how to read and how to write. Then the son, he said, Wallah, he did not do any of these three things. He did not do any of these three things. This man who came to complain to you about me, he never done these three things. He said, Wallahi, my mother, she's a slave, and my name is Ju'lan, means name of the animals in the Arab. He didn't even give me a good name, and my mother is a slave. And the third thing and the final thing, he did not teach me how to read and write. He said, this man who came to complain about me, he did not fulfill his duty towards me as his son. So he said, who's the victim now here, me or my father? He said, no, you are the victim. And he went to the father and he said, fear Allah Azza wa Jal, why you done this to him? So we have to be careful, brothers, when it comes to their rights. They have rights upon us as a parents. We have to fear Allah Azza wa Jal and give their rights to them in full. Fulfill their rights. Out of fear from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, and not tomorrow to be in a position where Allah Azza wa Jal will hold you accountable of that in the day of Qiyamah. نعم.
ومن حق الولد على الوالد أن يعلمه من كتاب الله سبحانه وتعالى، ويكون أول من يعلم ابنه سورة الفاتحة، لأن الفاتحة هذا الابن يقرأها في كل صلاته إلى أن يموت، فيكون له الأجر لأنه علم ابنه هذه السورة وهي سورة الفاتحة. ثم يعلمه من العلوم الشرعية الضرورية، وكذلك من الفرائض ومن السنن. وقد بين النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم في الحديث الذي قال: من قرأ القرآن وعمل به ألبس الله والديه تاجا يوم القيامة ضوءه أحسن من ضوء الشمس.
نعم. And the Sheikh as well said, one of the rights that the parents today should be doing to the children, it's to teach them the Quran. It's to teach them the word of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Nothing better than the Quran. And among the surahs that they should teach them the Quran, especially is Surah Al-Fatiha. Why? Because without reading Surah Al-Fatiha in your salah is not accepted. لا صلاة لمن يقرأ بأم القرآن ولا صلاة لمن يقرأ بفاتحة الكتاب, according to the hadith of the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم. Whoever does not read Surah Al-Fatiha in his salah is not valid. So first of all, you have to teach him the surah, so he can pray his salah correctly. And it will be a sadaqah jariyah for you even after your death, because you taught him something that he will carry on doing even after his death, after your death. And if you teach him the whole Quran, even it's better. And you make him memorize the Quran, and you encourage him to practice the Quran. Not only reading, practicing the Quran as well. It's good to practice the Quran. The Quran is not only for reading, it's not only to show people who have a good voice and we can read on this style. No, Quran is a way of life. Quran is the law of the Muslim. So we don't only have the Quran in the house to read. No, we have to act